At this time, we'd like to acknowledge those visiting with us today. If you are visiting with us today, please stand where you are, tell us who you are and where you are from. Any visitors today? We here at St. James are pleased and honored that you have chosen to worship with us today. We welcome you back again and ask you to share your St. James worship experience with others. May the peace of God be with you until you return. Okay, like I said, Pastor Storms gave me the privilege today to share my story, so if you wouldn't mind sharing a few minutes with me on this Sunday before Memorial Day. For those of you who don't know me, as previously introduced, my name is Jason Harper Lucas II, but everyone calls me Harper. I am the grandson of Reverend Charles Bain Lucas Jr. I know he really shares a lot about me and the entire family, so first I want to say thank you to Reverend Storm and the entire St. James congregation. I appreciate your prayers and support for my entire life. Special thanks to Miss Shabazz, who's been there for me on many occasions. If you give her a round of applause. Back to today, I was told to share my story of all my achievements. However, gaining achievements and good grades were difficult. The struggle was and that still is real. I will start off in the year 2014. I can remember when my school day started, I felt different. It started my kindergarten year. I felt slower in the classroom compared to other students. Everyone else in the room could read and write and read the morning message, but I would struggle heavily. I began to get asked by my peers and teachers why I was so behind, and I was accused of not trying enough. This led to a lot of frustration within my mind and body, which led to me becoming self-conscious. It was around this time that my mother noticed I wasn't myself, and something needed to be done. I started physical therapy, speech, and a lot of testing. This also eventually led to a school change in summer 2014. I started attending Lawrence School in first grade. I remember on the first day feeling very nervous. I struggled with change. However, my mother assured me this school would be different. This school would help you. They specialize in people like you who have learning differences like dyslexia and dysgraphia. I will never forget that first day, 10 years ago. For the first time, I felt smart. Wonderful staff welcomed me like I was their own child and spoke to me with assurance that I was capable of succeeding. I remember riding in the car with my mom and telling her that the people of Lawrence understood me, and that was a feeling I had longed for at the time. The success of Lawrence School continued for nearly a decade. I was able to meet wonderful teachers and students who some years later have become my family. It was at Lawrence in the spring of 2020, in my 6th grade year, that I received the Nancy Jones Writing Award. That is awarded to one student in the 6th grade. This award was monumental. I was so happy I cried. I couldn't help thinking how I would spend hours with my mom trying to write a single sentence at the kitchen table years prior. On most occasions, it would lead to anger and tears of frustration. My mom would start praying and calm me down and kept telling me, "Don't worry, it's all going to come together. You can do anything." Then remarkably, a half-decade later, I had won a writing award, something that we had once deemed unimaginable. After 8 years at Lawrence, I wanted to change. I believed I could make it at another school, a new start. The place of destination would be St. Edward High School. I never will forget getting the acceptance package. In only 2 years at St. Ed's, I have grown incredibly in academics, and more importantly, my spiritual journey with God. I also have become a broadcaster for school sports, such as basketball and volleyball. This opportunity is helping me towards my lifelong dream of wanting to broadcast the sport I love so much, which is NASCAR. By the way, I'm going to go on a quick side note. Thank you to my father for taking me to NASCAR races. I know you're not always comfortable going, so I just want to thank you today. And just want real quick side note, I was talking about Memorial Day. Today is the biggest day in racing, the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600. So for everybody, my dad took me to that event last year, so I just want to thank you. Thank you, Dad. In addition, I am in the National Honor Society, Honors, High Honors, and ranked 5th magazine. Recently, I was awarded Student of the Year for Geometry and Digital Assembly. It's very surreal. I've come a long way. It's still hard, but I am determined to achieve my dream. In addition, I've been interviewed several times outside of school regarding NASCAR and Lucas' legacy. It appeared on local and national news. As I reflect on my journey to where I am today, I realize how blessed I've been by God. I have so many people in my life, including most of you, that have helped me tremendously. I say this from the bottom of my heart. I cannot thank you all enough. My parents and grandparents have been there for me, praying, cheering me on. Even though I am still young, I am 16, almost 17 July, I want to tell everyone, never give up. Never let anyone tell you that you're not good enough to try to persuade you into something you are not. Most importantly, I tell this to people at school, you have to make the right decisions with your life. My mom and I have been sitting affirmations and scriptures every morning and praying for as long as I can remember. We pray as a family every morning and every night. I now believe all things are possible with God. Never stop moving forward. This is Harper Lucas signing off, St. James Anthony Church. God bless you all.